Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and of course, as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Man, I am just messing up like crazy. I did my last night's video last night and uploaded it and forgot to make it live till I woke up this morning at 6 o'clock and realized, oh, I didn't make it live. So last night's video didn't get hit till 6 a.m. I recorded a video about, an hour or so, 2 hours ago, because I was talking about the Pro Bowl, and Micah Parsons raced against Tariq Hill and I'm trying to remember who else, but he ended up winning this race, and he looked like he looked like a speedster. And also, of course, Diggs winning this catch competition. He did this 360 catch. I did some clips and stuff on there, and I went up in the garage and did some work and took a shower and got cleaned up and forgot to put that live. So it just went live right now. So now everything's kind of like stacked up and behind. It's crazy because I'm trying to do so many things. I'm trying to eat better and get myself in better shape, and I'm trying to do that with others so we can inspire each other and do better. But what a difference a day makes. Yesterday, when I finished my live stream, I had ice out here and about to bust my ass. In fact, my fish pond was iced over. And the pump, because it's got a bottom drain in there, it takes the water out of the pond, it goes down the hill, goes into like a pool pump, and then gets circulated up to the top and recirculates. So that way it's its own natural environment. But there was a little spot about this big where the ice was, and just like a couple of drops of water. And I thought for sure that the way it was frozen up, that, some pipes are gonna bust. Because it's literally been below freezing almost for like 2 weeks or so. Today, pumping water just like it's springtime. It's just, you might even be able to hear it. Listen, you hear the water? Yeah. No ice today. I'm out here in shorts because it's like 50 degrees right now. Things change fast sometimes in life. Yesterday, it was crazy. It was Groundhog Day, and I guess it said 6 more weeks of winter. Right now in Houston and Texas and all that, y'all getting snow and ice. I'm up here in shorts. Things change quickly. But I think tomorrow morning they're calling for it to turn into a wintry mix and get cold, because things change quick. So, couple of things. The Washington football team, God, you know how hard it was to stop saying Redskins? Now it's going to be hard to stop saying Washington football team. And now we got to say the Washington Commanders. They got their new name. But sometimes the more things change, the more they stay the same. Here's what's crazy. Besides the name and the logo, that, come on. I know you guys are hopeful, you're trying to put a good face on it, but that name is ass. I'm sorry. That it's just bad. It is just butt awful. The jokes from the Washington commies to the Washington commodes, you see the memes of the toilet, to if they play Kansas City, Commanders and Chiefs. I mean, come on. The jokes just don't quit. And still, Dan Snyder with the scruff and the mustache. Oh, Lordy. But the more things change, the more they stay the same. Because 6 people, former employees of the Washington football team, 6 new employees making allegations, were on Capitol Hill at the House at a hearing about the Washington football team's owner, Dan Snyder. They're doing an investigation. Not that Congress actually gets anything done, but just the fact that the NFL does not like noise. Remember, the NFL, they closed their investigation 6 months ago and said, they're good. In the same way, when Brian Flores brought his case of suing the NFL, within 2 hours they said, we've investigated this and there's no merit. In 2 hours? In 2 hours. 2 hours? Dude, you took 6 months for Deflategate. You took a whole year for Zeke Elliott, where there was no evidence, not from the police or anybody else to find. But you guys came out with, what, a 180-page book on it? And you're going to say that you did an investigation in 2 hours? Okay, all right, cool. Well, here's where it's crazy. This may be one of those cases where this is reaction to what's going on. Eric Bieniemy, New Orleans wants to interview him for the vacant coaching position. Eric Bieniemy, who's been the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs for the last 3 years, a team that's made it to the AFC Championship game this year, the Super Bowl runner-up last year, and won the Super Bowl the year before. Now, what you hear about the reasons Eric Bieniemy doesn't get callbacks is because they say there's a rap sheet. There's no convictions. There's no convictions. Only allegations of stuff that happened in college many, many years ago. I thought there was a thing about paying their dues. If you're convicted, that you're forgiven. But how are you paying dues if you were never convicted of anything? You following? Because you could say there's allegations of Robert Kraft going to a massage parlor where some people were human trafficked. So if you're going to say Eric Bieniemy, who was investigated or talked about with that, don't you have to also say, well, Robert Kraft, then he's guilty? Miami head owner Stephen Ross, he's being accused of bribery. So don't you need to put him in that category? Because see, here's the problem that I have, and I'm happy that Brian Flores is now a finalist all of a sudden for the Texans job, and Eric Bieniemy is now being called up for an interview right there. It's kind of like the NFL is saying, hey, guys, we need to take one for the team. Call these guys. Give them an interview, okay? Make it seem like it's legit. One of you two need to hire one of them. We only have one black coach in the NFL. We got to make this look good so this case goes away for all of us. For all of us. Because it's not suing just the Giants. He's suing everybody, okay? And this is a team sport. So take one for the team. One of you, two. It's just kind of funny that we've had the Minnesota Vikings, we've had the Denver Broncos, we've had the New York Giants, we've had the Miami Dolphins, we had the Saints, the Texans, and all these teams, the Bears. And now finally, 2 weeks in, now all of a sudden we start getting calls to black coaches after a lawsuit comes out? Does anybody else feel that's kind of fishy? No? Okay. Well, I feel like Dez Bryant. Dez went on tirade yesterday. And now he said, some shit seemed kind of fishy with the way things were handled with my situation. It seemed like we kept calling the same plays over and over and over again for no rhyme or reason, that we didn't change things up. And then he proceeded to go off on Stephen Ross about the game he loves and integrity. You in trouble when Dez Bryant goes off on you about integrity. And I can't argue with anything that he said. It just bothers it really bothers me when I hear now that maybe even the Cleveland Browns were in that same game with Hugh Jackson of trying to throw games for draft position. Sorry. That leaves the door wide open to, your partners with gambling. That 1 in a million chance that if that happens, how many millions and billions of dollars can be made in gambling? I don't know. But here's what I know. In my mind, all of the stuff with Dan Snyder, it's just too many people. There's too many people there that are coming up with thing after thing after thing. Things that have been proven in the organization. There is no way that Dan Snyder doesn't know, isn't part of it. If he doesn't know about all this stuff that's literally going on, then he shouldn't be an owner of an NFL franchise. If he was part of it, he definitely shouldn't be part of an NFL franchise. And this isn't because I don't like the Washington football team, or excuse me, the Washington Commanders, okay? And I'm wearing Cowboys gear. It's about right and wrong. In the same way, Stephen Ross, if they have proof of him offering bribes, and I kind of have a feeling that Brian Flores seems to be the kind that would have a tape recording or something of this situation. If that's proven, the only way the NFL can keep any integrity is to take that franchise from him and send a message that this is not what we're about. If they sweep this under the rug and say, oh, we investigated it and it took 2 hours, it's bullshit. Then the NFL has now become the WWE. WWE. Fake wrestling. You know what I mean. Whew. But what a difference a day makes. It's not warm enough for the fish to be swimming up. I know the water's still cold as ice. But at least it's not frozen. And there's no ice. I appreciate all of the new subscribers. We're over 400 people on my keto channel. We're cooking some great meals. We're down over 6 pounds already in less than 2 weeks. And we're having some fun. And I think I can now live stream. So I may start doing my cooking live on the channel. So shout out to you guys there. And we're almost at 3,000 subscribers on my day job. And we're having some great fun working in the workshop with different projects and stuff. We've got all kinds of orders for the, God, I can't pronounce it. I don't know why they come up with crazy ass words, okay? It's a goddamn salami platter. Charcuterie or charcuterie platter. What the fuck is a charcuterie platter? What the fuck is that? It's a salami. It's a salami deal, okay? A salami tray. Charcuterie. What are the fuck? It pisses me off. I can't pronounce it to save my damn life. But that's what it is on one side. It's a butcher block on the other. You bring home the deer and you chop it up, okay? You make yourself some deer jerky, and then you have a party, you flip it over, you got the epoxy side over there where you can put it on there, it looks pretty. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'm sick of some of these stupid-ass words like the Washington Commanders. I'll see you guys later. Peace out, be safe, and tell somebody you love them. Oh, you can still see me because I forgot to turn out the lights. Damn. God willing, I'll see you in the morning. No ice, baby.